Hello friends, how you doing? Day 288. Another beautiful day here in Vancouver. It's about 6:30 or so right now, and today I just want to come in and share from the Traveler's Gift. And today I'd like to share on the last and final decision for success, which is the 7th one. And so David Ponder, the main character, again, he is whizzed off to another place, another time. And so, obviously, I'm not going to share where and who he meets, but I'm just going to share a few snippets of his conversation with the person that he meets, and then I'll share with you the scroll. There's so many, again, just so many good things. This was a long chapter as well, seeing as this is the last decision, but snippets of his conversation. Let's see here. All right, so the person he visits, let's call him Gabriel. Ah, crap. Oh, well. He asks him a simple question. Do you consider yourself a man of faith, David Ponder? David's like, I'm not sure what you mean. Gabriel says, simple question, really. Do you consider yourself a man of faith? Does faith guide your everyday actions and emotions? All men are driven by faith or fear, one or the other. For both are the same. Faith or fear is the expectation of an event that hasn't come to pass, or the belief in something that cannot be seen or touched. A man of fear lives always on the edge of insanity. A man of faith lives in perpetual reward. Reward? Says David, puzzled. Gabriel says, faith is to believe what one has not seen. The reward of faith is to see what one has believed. Do you consider yourself a man of faith? David replies, to be honest, I've always thought of myself as a man of reason. Gabriel responds, reason never makes room for miracles. Faith releases miracles. And in final comparison, faith is a sounder guide than reason. Reason can only be stretched so far, but faith has no limits. The only limit to your realization of tomorrow is the doubt to which you hold fast today. Some great points there. Fear and faith, the same thing. Wow. But so true. Think about it, my friends. All right, so another snippet of the conversation here. Let's see, here it is. Here we go. So Gabriel asks, what is the difference in people when they hit despair? Why does one person take his own life while another moves to greatness? David replies, I've never really thought about it. Gabriel answers, David shrugs, maybe it's a difference in circumstances. Gabriel responds, circumstances are rulers of the weak, but they are weapons of the wise. Must you be bent and flayed by every situation you encounter? David frowned. That is a question, David Ponder. Are your emotions and resolve controlled by circumstances? No, they're not, David said firmly. Gabriel nods. That is correct. Circumstances do not push or pull. They are daily lessons to be studied and gleaned for new knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom that is applied will bring about a brighter tomorrow. A person who is depressed is spending too much time thinking about the way things are now and not enough time thinking about how he wants things to be. Another great principle. All right, I'll share one last snippet of the conversation before I share with you the scroll for the 7th decision. All right, here we go. So David asks, what am I supposed to learn here? Gabriel responds, you must know that in the game of life, nothing is less important than the score at halftime. The tragedy of life is not that man loses, but that he almost wins. David shook his head. Why do we quit? Why do I quit? Why do I ease off? Why do I detour everything in my life? Gabriel responds, as a human, you detour and ease off because you lack understanding. You quit because you lack faith. David asks, understanding about what? For one thing, you do not understand that constant detours do not bring a man into the presence of greatness. Detours do not build muscle. Detours do not provide life's lessons. Between you and anything significant will be giants in your path. Easing off does not make the going easier. Neither does it guide one to the desired destination. Most men ease off when the going is rough. Most slow down when the road appears treacherous. These are the times when you must feel the weight of your future on your shoulders, the throbbing, unstoppable strength of destiny coursing through your veins. Times of calamity and distress have always been producers of the greatest men. The hardest steel is produced from the hottest fire. The brightest star shreds the darkest night. Some great points, my friends. Some great points. Wow. All right. So that's it in terms of the conversation, but I will read the scroll. The seventh decision for success. I will persist without exception. Knowing that I've already made changes in my life that will last forever, today I insert the final piece of the puzzle. I possess the greatest power ever bestowed upon mankind, the power of choice. Today, I choose to persist without exception. No longer will I live in a dimension of distraction, my focus blown hither and yon like a leaf on a blustery day. I know the outcome I desire. I hold fast to my dreams. I stay the course. I do not quit. I will persist without exception. I will continue despite exhaustion. I acknowledge that most people quit when exhaustion sets in. I am not most people. I am stronger than most people. Average people accept exhaustion as a matter of course. I do not. Average people compare themselves with other people. That is why they are average. I compare myself to my potential. I am not average. I see exhaustion as a precursor to victory. How long must a child try to walk before he actually does so? Do I not have more strength than a child? More understanding? More desire? How long must I work to succeed before I actually do so? A child will never ask the question, for the answer does not matter. By persisting without exception, my outcome, my success, is assured. I will persist without exception. I focus on results. To achieve the results I desire, it is not even necessary that I enjoy the process. It is only important that I continue to the process with my eyes on the outcome. An athlete does not enjoy the pain of training. An athlete enjoys the results of having trained. A young falcon is pushed from the nest, afraid and tumbling from the cliff. The pain of learning to fly cannot be an enjoyable experience, but the anguish of learning to fly is quickly forgotten as the falcon soars to the heavens. A sailor who fearfully watches stormy seas lash his vessel will always steer an unproductive course. But a wise and experienced captain keeps his eye firmly fixed upon the lighthouse. He knows that by guiding his ship directly to a specific point, the time spent in discomfort is lessened. And by keeping his eye on the light, there never exists 1 second of discouragement. My light, my harbor, my future is within sight. I will persist without exception. I am a person of great faith. In Jeremiah, my Creator declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." From this day forward, I will claim my faith in the certainty of my future. Too much of my life has been spent doubting my beliefs and believing my doubts. No more. I have faith in my future. I do not look left or right. I look forward. I can only persist. For me, faith will always be a sounder guide than reason, because reason can only go so far. Faith has no limits. I will expect miracles in my life because faith produces them every day. I believe in the future that I do not see. That is faith. And the reward of this faith is to see the future that I believed. I will continue despite exhaustion. I focus on results. I'm a person of great faith. I will persist without exception. That, my friends, is the seventh and final decision for success. And definitely one of the most challenging ones during my growth journey so far. It was over. I think I've been working on persisting without exception for over a decade before I was able to actually develop the mindset. And it really is a mindset at the end of the day, my friends. But the challenge is you actually have to persist long enough to develop the mindset. Or, there are a few people who have that mindset or they're raised with it, right? But for most people, it's hard to get that mindset without actually doing the work long enough to actually develop the mindset. But once you have, you can break through so many things. I'm still on my streak of success habits over 2,300 days. My Facebook Live, I'm almost at 300 days. Oh my gosh, what a streak. But, I've been able to become a man that will persist without exception. All it starts off with is a choice. And so I hope you got a lot out of that chapter and that decision. Oh my gosh. Seriously, so many great success principles. Oh my gosh, faith and fear, the same thing. Believing in something that has not come to fruition. Oh my gosh. And yeah, anyways, that's all I'm going to share today. I hope you all are growing at whatever speed, but just I hope that you are growing every single day, even if it's 1% better. And I will talk to you guys soon. Ciao.